What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock, and we're also going to be covering the overall market and go over a couple of earnings that happened today. Today was a really green day inside of the market overall, specifically that EV sector. That's because they're going to pass that trillion-dollar infrastructure plan soon. So that's the reason why EV was absolutely exploding, because there's a lot of money going towards EV and charging. SoFi stock did pretty solid. It was fighting time and time again to, blast through that 20. But I want you guys to know what to expect tomorrow. We may see a pullback because some of those massive mega caps took huge hits today on their earnings report. So if there is buying opportunities tomorrow for the SoFi stock, I really want you to take those buying opportunities, because any sell-off has no impact of SoFi as a company, because nobody knows what the earnings are going to be looking like yet. And only if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be keeping you updated on the SoFi stock and the overall market. Be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get this video to 1,000 likes. And be sure to drop a comment. Are you buying SoFi stock tomorrow if it's going to be down? And what is your price targets? Guys, I want you to write down these price targets, because I am firm on these price targets once again. $25 if SoFi has a solid earnings report. $30 this year if SoFi breaks the banking charter news, and $55 by the end of next year, 2022. Those are my three price targets for you, and I'm going to be sticking to those as of right now. They could potentially change after these earnings come out. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, the market was absolutely crazy today. That's why we can see the futures are all red. Big institutions are always trying to play with retail investors after hours. I mean, this stuff really doesn't matter. I would be buying any stock that I'm bullish on going into earnings, and that is definitely SoFi stock. We finished about 3.4% green today. This was pretty solid, but overall, compared to what some of these other companies were doing today, we had a, mild day, but still pretty good strength, in the $19 range. We almost broke 20, by the end of the day, and that's a, strong resistance. If we break 20, we could see a gap up to, maybe $22 or higher heading into pre-earnings. All right, guys, anybody new to the channel, I want you to know I have a lot of money invested in SoFi stock. I'm pretty bullish on the company. I've done a ton of research, and I do believe the company has great products and they have a great game plan on what they want to accomplish in the next couple of years. But I'm specifically bullish on the management that they have brought to SoFi. That's going to start with Chad Borton, USAA Banking. He was with them for 4 to 5 years. He's going to be running this charter, once it goes through. He's going to be running all the banking, lending, Galileo lending. It's going to be crazy. And that's a guy I want leading SoFi Bank. I want you to know, guys, if SoFi, goes down on earnings, if they miss EPS or they have weak guidance, I'm going to probably lose a lot of money, but most likely I would buy the dip, and SoFi's going to have a great year in 2022. So I'm either going to lose a lot of money on November 10th, or I'm going to make a lot of money. And I'm being honest with you, I could care less what really happens this year, because I know where this company is headed next year once they get their student loans in full go and they also get a bank charter. But being honest, I really think they're going to have a solid earnings. I don't think it's going to be a freaking blowout out of the water, because, they're running low, on their, student loans. And also they don't even have a bank charter. So they're not going to see massive profits and, EPS blowout. So I think the earnings are going to be solid. But guys, the key word today is going to be guidance. Guidance is what's going to get this stock, to $30 or higher with a bank charter this year. Guidance is the most important thing, because the stock market is forward looking. So right now, as you can see, I have a $15 average in this account. My other account, I have like a $17 average. So overall, I'm right around, $16 average, 6 figures, so big position, really bullish on the company. I got a 5-year hold. But if you want to know if this is a good time to be buying, if you take a look, the 1 week chart, we are pretty down. We hit a low of like 19.20. So the stock has not broken down into the $18 range. So anything in the $19 range long term for 2022 is a solid buy, in my opinion. So we could see a rough day tomorrow, because I believe the indexes are really going to get hit. Understand, tomorrow could be a red day because those big mega caps are getting hit. As you can see here, Amazon badly misses on earnings and revenue, gives disappointing guidance. Guidance. This is what investors hate. The exact same thing happened for Snapchat. The exact same thing happened for Pinterest. The exact same thing happened for Robinhood. The exact same thing happened for Twilio. Every single company I just mentioned for you put out bad guidance. And I believe SoFi could actually put out really good guidance for 2022, because we have catalysts coming up to boost this company's growth in revenue. That is going to be Super Bowl. That is going to be banking charter. That is going to be student loans fully back, full throttle. Major catalysts coming up. A lot of these companies were thriving in lockdowns. We are a company that can thrive in lockdowns and a reopening. And I really believe we're going to see a double beat with a guidance raise, in less than, 12 days when we head up to earnings. And more good news, guys. If you take a look at J Deem investing video, I have not even watched this yet. I'm going to watch it after I put out this video. But you can see everything is going to plan. Dark pools are buying before a bank charter. So go take a look at this. Big money, big institutions are buying up this stock anytime it sells off. That's what the video is going to be about. And he's most likely going to give you a little bit of a chart analysis. Me and JD have been talking about SoFi for over 5 months. If you scroll down to my YouTube channel and also his, we've been talking about this stock, back when it was not even public yet, when it was merging. So this is a company we've been really bullish on, really watching, and the company is building up to be a monster inside of 2022, guys. A lot of great news, so check out that video after this one. And guys, when I was covering this stock about 3.5 months ago, institutional ownership, that is the big whales who own the entire float. This was actually at 5% pre-Q2 earnings. It has jumped all the way to 40%, and we could see this even higher, after this next earnings report comes out, because we're going to see more and more filings. So once this gets into 50 to 70% range for 2022, institutional investors are going to be taking over this stock. Anytime they see bullish news, this stock is going to continue to run. Retail investors will have a small portion of the stock, but usually what happens over a long period of time, retail investors just get shaken out and they move on to another company. We don't get shaken out on this channel. We know where SoFi is headed in the future, guys. This company is not based like all of those other companies. You can also see Apple misses expectations, guys. This is because supply chain issues. Same thing with Amazon, supply chain issues, and all of those other companies that I went over, Twilio, Snapchat, Pinterest, those are advertising companies. A lot different from SoFi. SoFi is a lending company, heavily focused in lending. Then we go over more to stock-based trading like Robinhood, but Robinhood is mainly focused on crypto, and that's why they're taking a hit on their guidance, because they're not a well-diversified business like us. So we are well-diversified, and I really believe we're going to see a double beat. I got some good news for you. Remember when this analyst came out and said SoFi stock could hit $28? This was back in September 15th, guys. This was almost a month and a half ago. If we scroll down, this was Mizuho analyst Dan Dolev. He said SoFi has tons of potential. Gave the stock a $28 price target. And I've already covered this in other videos, but I want you to see, how this article correlates, to more institutional buying right now. Remember, guys, this is Mizuho right here. If we go over to SoFi institutional ownership and scroll down, we have updates coming in for today, the 28th. It's not a massive jump, but I want you guys to see this. Boom, October 28th, Mizuho Markets Americas LLC, 380,000 shares, guys. That's like a $8 million buy. That is not a baby buy. That is big money investing. So Mizuho is putting their money up behind their price target. A lot of people say, oh, these analysts put out these price targets to fool retail. They are not trying to fool you. They are bullish on the company, guys. This is my breaking news for today's video. It's not the massive news because it's not, $1 million share buy orders, but, we got some good news. These analysts are sticking to their price targets and they're putting money up. This is an update coming in for today, October 28th. I'm telling you right now, this market cap has so much room to run. We are under 16 billion market cap right now, guys. We are literally trading under 16x sales. If our revenue ends up going 70 to 80% growth, our price to sales for 2022 will literally be at 9 times sales for next year starting in January if this stock does not move. 9 times sales, while we have companies like Snowflake trading at 100x sales and companies like Affirm trading at 55x sales. So much room to run from here, and I'm telling you, this stock has not run because the bank charter is not complete. This has given tons of institutional investors a dark cloud over their heads. Once that dark cloud is removed, guys, I'm telling you, this stock is going to run the entire year next year, okay? This is the accumulation phase. We've been very good on this one. We've been buying this stock up since the $15 range. This is a company that could grow for years and years out as a great investment. You want to buy a company that is nonstop profitable and growing, and that's where SoFi is headed, in the near future. Guys, you can see right here, I've been covering the SoFi stock for 4 months plus. This is a patience game, and I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. The big, massive news for SoFi has not even happened yet. So if you're wondering if it's a good time to get into the SoFi stock, it is a great time to be buying right now at these levels. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. We have a little bit of good news today with JDeem's YouTube video. Dark pools are buying. I showed you Mizuho is buying as well, backing up their price target of $28. A lot of good news. Institutional ownership is up to 40%. We may see a sell-off tomorrow because of the mega caps, Apple and Amazon, but understand all of those companies have supply chain issues. SoFi is a lending company, so we may blow out our earnings. We may have a very solid earnings, and guidance could be huge with a bank charter and also student loans firing on full cylinders. My price targets once again are $25 on a good earnings, $30 with a bank charter approval, and $55 by the end of next year, guys. That is my bullish thesis. I'm going to be sticking to it for now. Once again, my name's Kyle. Hope you have a great day.